your life, I'm talking like Bean. Even after life presents itself, know the culture I was part of represents my wealth. Hear the gossip from the city gave the birth, most deaf. Blank 6, y'all talk about us up until our death. Bright lights hanging banners in the Hall of Fame. There is one thing you can't doubt, and that's my name and game, yeah. Cause there is one thing you can't doubt, and that's my name and game, yo. There is one thing you can't doubt, and that's my name and game.
So chase your dreams, young baller. Boss up, man, we go harder. Go reach for stars and higher. Then fly across them borders. So chase your dreams, young baller. Boss up, man, we go harder. Go reach for stars and higher. Then fly across them borders.
Okay. Now tell me what the fuck are your excuses? Cause I do me some business, never use
And this is the final matchup for day 4 of our continuing coverage of the Filbasket Subic Championship presented by Coco Live. And galing po tayo dito sa Subic Day Gymnasium, Noel Zanate alongside Javi Palanya. And our third and final matchup for today will feature the Muntinlupa Defenders, still looking for win number 1. Kalaban naman nila itong 7A Primus, already getting their first win dito sa ating competition, Javi.
Yeah, that's right. 7A Primus, you mentioned already getting their first win against Makati Army FSD. Meanwhile, itong Muntinlupa Defenders waiting for win number 1 dito sa ating torneo.
Well, let's talk about these Muntinlupa Defenders. Alam naman natin that the first game they had was last October 29. They lost to Medical Depot dun sa kanilang unang laro. 85-70. And it was not without a struggle as well. Maganda rin ang pinakita nila. They just ran out of steam towards the end.
Yeah, that's right. But umpisa pa lang, they weren't actually in that game. They never led, and they only shot 33% from the field, 22 out of 67, while allowing Medical Depot to shoot 29 out of 67 for 43%. They were out-rebounded 41-48. The assists weren't also pantay, 27 out of 15, and then bench points 42-27.
Yeah, we're gonna see those numbers in just a bit. Tandaan natin, Rafi Reyes at itong si Thomas Torres, they actually scored in double figures, but they did not really shoot well in that game. Torres was only 3 of 13 from the field. At ito naman si Rafi Reyes, who led the team with 12 points, had 4 of 11. So they were a combined 7 of 24 from the field. And that's not going to cut it here.
Yeah, and these are the two main guys for the Muntinlupa Defenders, especially now that they are missing the services of their starting center, Darvish Bederi. These two guys will have to step up even more, especially on the offensive end.
And of course, para naman dito sa kupunan ng 7A Primus, they did finally bounce back from their opening day loss. They did win over Makati, as you said, 84-79 in that one. But of course, it had to come out from a breakout performance from Joseph Marquez.
Yeah, Joseph Marquez in their first game didn't really perform well, but scored 25 points in their game against the FSD Army. And also their other guys, their Jello Vito and Jego Dario also played great in that game in order for them to get that W.
We're going to check out some Joseph Marquez numbers in just a bit, but for now, we are sending it over to the floor. Ken Pangilinan will be introducing our starters in just a few moments. Once again, this is the third game of our triple header today. And we will now look at our TM Easy Surf 99 starters for this one. Surprisingly, para dito sa kupunan ng Muntinlupa, Rafi Reyes is not in the starting lineup.
Yeah, and that's a thing that you have to wonder because you need Rafi Reyes in this ball game, especially if you're looking for your first win. But Thomas Torres also starting for the Muntinlupa Defenders. You have Jello Alangilan, their shooter, Danny Jocampo, Luis Cinco, and Marvin Coritana. Sa kabilang panig naman, Jello Vito, Joseph Marquez, King Destacamento, John Rosagas, and Diego Dario starting for 7A Primus.
We are gonna be we're gonna keep a close eye on John Rosagas because he was given a new moniker by their coach.
What's that moniker, Noel?
When he shoots later, doon natin malalaman.
Alright, abangan natin yan mga kaibigan.
First possession of the game going to the light shirts of Muntinlupa. And immediately Thomas Torres on the firing end. King Destacamento, that's what he does, pull down rebounds. And here he is, John Rosagas. Joseph Marquez coming off a 25-point game. That's usually par for the course sa kanya when he was still playing in college. And that's going to be a foul called. Kontra dito kay Luis Cinco, who's getting the start here today. He came off the bench in their first game.
Yeah, that's right. But Luis Cinco played a great game in their last game, and that's why I think that's what made Coach Michael Ramos start him in place of Rafi Reyes in this ball game.
There's Joseph Marquez. He wants to get his gun going early, and he does. Three-pointer for Joseph Marquez.
Joseph Marquez showing that he has that stroke from the outside. As you mentioned when we were talking before this tournament, Joseph Marquez, a big point guard standing at 6'2", but here in 7A Primus playing as a wing player. Tingnan natin kung yung combination nila ay gaganda palalo as this tournament goes on.
Well, he claims to be 6'3" right now, so let's see if that 1 inch is gonna help him dito. As Marvin Coritana scores on the other end, 3-2 ang ating score. We will correct our scoreboard in just a bit. In the meantime, ito si Diego Dario comes up empty from the outside. And the ball goes to Muntinlupa.
Both teams firing from the outside early on. Actually, medyo match nga itong two teams na to kasi both of them like to shoot from the perimeter. They like to shoot from the outside. Not really much going on the interior. So titingnan natin kung makakita tayo ng tirada from both sides.
And to add to that, they're not really the tallest teams also in the league. Sagad na yung King Destacamento at saka yung Jello Vito doon sa kabila.
And they're only just, Jello Vito is 6'4", 6'5", and King Destacamento is the same.
La pass inside for Destacamento. Nabasa agad yan. And here comes Coritana once again. Coritana likes to attack and he is going to get fouled on the pass by Diego Dario.
Marvin Coritana, one of these bigs who likes to dribble the basketball, has the ability to put the ball on the floor and attack from the outside.
Actually wears number 27. Is there a story to that?
Well, he said that also the number of his girlfriend, yung kanilang anniversary.
Akala ko the number of girlfriends that he has already.
Masyado naman marami yun.
Parang happy pala niya level yun. Here's Destacamento. Make that Diego Dario. Destacamento tries to save it, pero makukuha ito ng Muntinlupa, and they're off and running once again. Here's Alangilan. A big sidestep there galing kay Coritana. Can't get it to go, and here comes Rosagas in the open court. Rosagas passes up on the three. Jello Vito, Diego Dario, three-pointer, not there. Kala ko pupull up na si John Rosagas, and we're also going to unveil his new moniker.
I thought I was going to hear that nickname already.
Excited na lahat, no? Here's Cinco. Just under 8 minutes to play dito sa ating first quarter. 3-2 pa rin po ang ating score. They leave Alangilan open. He had 11 points in their opening game.
That's right, one of the lone bright spots, but not the player you expected to perform well for Muntinlupa Defenders.
This is the guy that you expect to perform well, Thomas Torres, who gets the layup.
Thomas did score double figures in their last ball game, but really did struggle from the field. Ang ganda ng depensa sa kanya ng medical depot. He was a marked man in that ball game.
He went 3 for 13 from the field. Ito si Thomas Torres. Did not get his first field goal until the second quarter. There he is! JJ Redick, Dame time para dito kay John Rosagas. There it is.
Wow, that is such a long moniker.
That's a long shot. Also coming from John Rosagas. His first three-pointer of the game, the former Ateneo player. High school player, di ba?
High school player, yeah. He used to play Prada Juniors, mga ganung levels. And kabat siya ng Ateneo Blue Eagle forward na si Tonino Gonzaga.
Who won all those championships.
Yeah, I think the only player who who was there for all 5.
A miss from the outside. And here it comes. Rosagas once again wants to keep it himself. Gets it out to Diego Dario. Good decision. Jello Vito on the trail job. Long three on the way. Wala. Destacamento could not keep it on their side of the fence. Here comes again John Rosagas. Boy, if he had made that, that would have been a timeout for Muntinlupa.
Kahit wala tayong fans dito, I would have said that also will bring down the house.
That's right. Torres for 3.
Thomas Torres off to a good start here. Already 5 points.
And the defenders have the lead, 7-6. Here he is. Rosagas fires again. And the recovery made here by Luis Cinco. Approaching the 6-minute mark nitong ating first quarter. Nice fake, 2 fakes there, and wow, Thomas Torres, how about that?
Wow, I think bumabawi siya talaga dun from his last ball game. Not really at par with his standards yung kanyang pinakitang performance ng kanilang opener.
3 field goals made already, did not get his first field goal until the second quarter. Joseph Marquez, another 3, not this time. Cinco, outlet, Halangilan is ambushed by Dario, and the bad part there, that's Diego Dario's second foul.
That's not a good sign here for 7A Primus. We know that Diego Dario is one of their main men here. They rely on him a lot to score the basketball, and him getting his second foul only at the 5:40 mark of our first quarter doesn't really bode well for Coach Justin Tan and his wards.
Well, Coach Justin Tan is gonna shuffle his players right now. Destacamento, at itong si Dario, pati na rin si JJ Redick, Dame Time is out. Seriously, that's the moniker that he wants for his player. So we will respect that.
All right, all right.
Naipit naman dito. Ito si Alangilan, but is able to get it over to Cinco for the layup.
A lot of missed rotations on defense for the black shirts early on. This is something that Coach Justin Tan has to iron out as this tournament progresses if they want to advance.
Yeah, another turnover here. Muntinlupa has it. Ito na naman yung sugod na gagawin. That's a little too hard though. Galing kay Marvin Coritana.
You knew from the moment that he was driving, natatawagan na siya ng offensive foul.
That's right.
He was like a raging bull there.
Well, for his efforts, papalitan siya dito ni John Sarmiento. So, maraming players dito sa defenders coming out of the pamantasan ng lungsod ng Muntinlupa. We're gonna talk more about that in just a bit. And first, we have a timeout called. 11-6 ang ating score. The Muntinlupa Defenders off to a good start here against 7A Primus. This timeout brought to us by Astig Roasters. Back with us here at the Subic Bay Gym. It is a 11-6 score line right now. Let's take a look at our grab assist or the grab delivery of the game brought to us by Grab Food. Luis Cinco at the right place at the right time.
Well, a while ago we were talking about Sarmiento. He did have a really bad injury a year back, I believe. What's called chondromalacia patella. Have you heard of that before?
I've heard of the word patella. Everything else is new to me. But it involves the patella. It must be a bad injury. And speaking of injuries, ang daming ang mga na-injure early on dito sa ating you did mention Darvish Bederi is not playing, but they also have another player, itong si Marjon Tendesilia, or Tendenilla rather, who had an MCL injury.
Yeah, right. That's right. He's ang intel na nag-gather ko was na misplaced daw yung kanyang MCL, but it doesn't look that bad as we hear it. No, he's going to be able to play in a few days, sabi ni Darvish Bederi.
Well, I misplaced my hotel key earlier, and I thought that was the end of the world. That must be bad. I would like to thank our friends from the Subic Bay Metropolitan Authority and the Central Luzon Regional Task Force. That wild and woolly Marty Hill seeing his first action of the game. High off the glass and one opportunity.
Marty Hill wasting no time in attacking the basket on that play.
And that was, of course, our TikTok move of the game brought to us by TikTok. And Marty Hill, a former St. Clair Saint. Alam naman natin yung St. Clair when they developed these guards. You're talking about guys like Ito si Irvin Palencia also came out of that system. There's another guy named Paeng Rebuyo who we've not seen yet.
And of course, how can we forget Chris Biton?
Chris Biton also spent some time there with St. Clair after coming out of Manuel L. Quezon University.
Marte Hill here. Where's the number 28 birthday naman ng anak niya? Actually, a lot of these players, ang numbers nila, ang reason nila is because birthday ng anak nila or birthday ng girlfriend nila.
Kausapin mo si Aaron Aban kasi may mathematics involved doon sa kanyang pagpili ng numero.
Actually, I already got to ask him pero nakalimutan ko na yung explanation dahil it involves math.
Yun na nga. 5. Wearing number 2.
Yung iba madaling tandaan kasi birthday ng anak, birthday ng asawa.
Tama. Merong isa dito 93 yung numero. I forgot Navarro. Yeah, Navarro wears 93, one of the other teams. It's a number I've not seen. Meron nga rito 59. Si Dante Mislang wears number 59. There's 5. They get it inside now to the captain, Danny Diocampo, and that's going to be a reach-in foul against John Mahari.
Danny Diocampo, one of the guys who will have to step up in the stead of Darwish Bideri. Of course, you mentioned that he is their captain ball. And don't get fooled by Danny Diocampo's small frame. No,
Yeah.
This guy can mix it up with the best of them inside.
Yeah, he is only 6'2", unlike his giant cousin, si Randy Del at saka ito si Yancy. But ito si Danny Diocampo actually had 6 points and 10 rebounds in their opening game as Mahari picks up the steal. Here's Lasco now. Damon Lasco throws it away. Thomas Torres throws it away. Wild and woolly ating action dito. Marte Hill going cross court now. Achi Inigo in the game. Marte Hill splits the defense but can't score.
Si Marte Hill yung mga tipong kalaban mo sa mga ligang labas na makukulit talaga. Yung mga
That's
masakit
right.
sa ulo kalaban.
Ang tawag dyan kangkarot.
You got the term, right?
5 for 3. And sabi ni Achi Inigo, nakakapagod tong ginagawa natin. We have less than 3 minutes remaining here in the first. 13-11, Muntinlupa's lead has shrunk to 2 from a high of 5. Lasco looking for a friend. 8 on the shot clock. Here's Hill going to Achi. 3-pointer short. Saved by Torres. Thomas Torres is everywhere so far here in the first quarter.
Well, you know, this LaSalle guard is used to winning, so he holds himself to such high standard na bad trip siya na pangit yung linaro niya no first game niya.
And here comes the counselor, Jeff Coronel, who's running for counselor in Bamban Tarlac.
That's right. That was a former player for the San Beda Red Lions.
Right. Nice series of screens to try and free up itong si Junard Caparida. 4 on the shot clock. Caparida lost it. 1 on the shot clock. They won't get this one off. Turnover against Muntinlupa.
Oh, that is something that Thomas Torres and Rafi Reyes should be able to control yung flow ng opensa nila. This is a very young team. Would you say an experienced team?
Yeah.
An inexperienced team, rather.
Look at that. Sa sobrang kulit na magkabilang depensa, we are tied at 5 when it comes to the turnovers. That's not a good number to have in the first quarter. You're on your way to 20. Lasco. At si Gelovito na una lundag sa talon that time. Like that, Coronel na una lundag sa talon. Did not get the rebound. Under 2 minutes to play here in the first. Close one, but a low-scoring one. 13-11. Another turnover. Inigo with a steal. No look pass. And the underneath, the undergoal stab by Hill does not work. Follow-up is good for Jeff Coronel. So we are now tied at 13. They move the ball around now to Thomas Torres. He and Diocampo are the only starters remaining on the floor. 3-pointer, Caparida, no. Achi Inigo will set things up. They want to get that lead on this offensive thrust. 3-pointer on its way. Damian Lasco, no. Thomas Torres leading a 3-on-3. Ang bilis bumaba sa depensa. Great transition defense para sa 7A Primus. Diocampo getting it to Rafi Reyes. Back again to Danny. The captain can't score.
Oh, that's a shot that he can definitely hit. He hit a lot of that in their first game.
He's playing center right now.
He is playing center at 6'2".
That's right.
And that just speaks a lot, no? When you're a guy who plays under height for your position. Ibig sabihin, hindi lang talent ang meron mo, hindi lang lakas ng katawan at meron mo.
How about that pass coming from Thomas Torres? He could have easily taken it in for the layup but chose to involve Junard Caparida. Muntinlupa regains the lead. So
7-8 Primus can go for the last shot here.
Marty Hill, 10 seconds remaining. Will not use the screen. Marty Hill pulls back, three-pointer in and out. Rebound picked up, and that will be a score for Romel Mangalino. And that will do it for quarter number 1. We have played 10 minutes of basketball, and we have not decided anything because the score is tied at the end of the first. 15 all between the Muntinlupa Defenders and 7-8 Primus. We will have the second quarter when we return. Stay with us for a continuing coverage of the Filbasket Subic Championship presented by Coco Life. Back with us here for second quarter action sa ating Filbasket Subic Championship presented by Coco Life. And our second quarter is brought to us by Grab Food. Noel Zanate alongside Javi Palanya. And we are seeing now a new player para dito sa kupunan ng 7-8 Primus, Inigo Arellano, who did not play in their opening match, is seeing his first action in the tournament. And here's the outlet pass ngayon, papunta kay Mangalino. And the lead now belongs to 7-8 Primus. 17-15 po ang ating score just underway dito sa ating second quarter, and a foul on Marty Hill, a testament sa kanyang kakulitan.
Marty Hill, sabi mo nga kanina, kangkarot.
Yes.
And I'm sure Muntinlupa Defender guards will have a hard time in this ball game as long as Marty Hill is on the court.
Well, his energy speaks volumes of the way he plays, actually. Nice crossover, however, and the attack is short. Galing naman dito kay John Sarmiento. Here's Hill. Inigo Arellano getting it out. JJ Espanola in the game for the first time, offline on his three. And Coronel can't get the follow-up. That's going to be a foul called. That could go against etong si Mangalino.
That was the right call there by our referees. Mangalino pushing his Muntinlupa defender to the outside.
Yeah, that's kind of hard. No? The Muntinlupa defender. Here's Reyes. And Elorde is in the game for the first time. Alec Elorde puts it on the floor. Baseline jumper, a little too strong. Hill will lead the fast break. Nagulat si Espanola. And Espanola will reset it. They still have a lot of time on the shot clock. Hill, JJ again. JJ Espanola coming off the bench, shooting 2 3-pointers immediately. Sarmiento on the spin. Gets it outside. 3-pointer on its way. That is offline. So the second unit, papogian na second unit dito. Marty Hill can't get it to go. Caparida splits the defense and opts to pass out before taking the shot, so hindi siya mabibigyan ng continuation.
That's right. Junard Caparida.
Eto na, University of the Philippines reunite. Dario back after picking up 2 fouls in the first quarter. Jelovito joins him as well. So the 3 UP Maroons, JJ Espanola, Diego Dario, at ito si Jelovito on the floor, and immediately they get results. Dario on the sidestep. Force that one up, nothing there. Inigo Arellano. At sabi ni Espanyola, let's slow things down. Sabi ni Arellano, tira na tayo. Elorde now pushing it up. And a blocking foul will be called on Inigo Arellano.
Arellano not yet established there. Right call there made by our referees.
So babalik na ito si Marvin Coritana to replace John Sarmiento. So we expect to see a lot of inside incursions as well. Joseph Marquez will also be checking back into the game. Now, Joseph Marquez in the last game na pinanalo nila, no, had 25 points, you said it right. 3 of 3 from 2-point range, 4 of 8 from beyond the arc, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, pedestrian, right? 3 steals, 1 block, 0 turnovers. And we thank our friends from Coco Life, a official partner here at the Filbasket Subic Championship. Isa pang idadagdag ko dyan, plus 32.
That is just an amazing stat line to have. Kukunin mo ba yan sa fantasy, Noel?
Well, of course. But he'll play for my second unit because I already have, sino to, si Sadiq Bey.
Sadiq Bey of the Detroit Pistons. Really, huh?
I like that guy.
So you would take Sadiq Bey over Joseph Marquez?
I think everybody would. 3-pointer on its way. Wala pa rin. Boy, 7A Primus can't ring the bell from the outside. Caparida.
Caparida has been trying to attack that interior ever since the start of the ball game. That time, successful on that attempt.
How about Joseph Marquez? Can't get it back, no. Coritana. Caparida. Offensive foul called.
Sarap rin pakinggan ng Coritana itong Caparida.
Kailangan mong buweluhan yan eh. Sa PBA nga, hirap na ako pag sa Meralco, pag kino-cover ko Meralco, hirap na ako pag pinagsabay na yung pinto at quinto eh. Diba? Yung pinto-quinto.
Paano pag fast break?
Pag fast break, pinto-quinto na yan eh. Maraming ganyan. Ako, ang daming kwento dyan. As we thank our friends from the Subic Bay Metropolitan Authority and the Central Luzon Regional Task Force. 3-pointer, Diego Dario, no.
Diego Dario struggling to find his range dito sa ating ball game.
Foul number 3 on Diego Dario. That changes things.
Yeah, and that's one thing that has factored into him not finding his rhythm early on here compared to their last game where he was able to knock down shots. Kaya niya na-establish yung rhythm niya agad.
Yeah, he got 20 points in that game. He was also a plus 18. Ito si Diego Dario. He's a minus today. As we, this free throw is brought to us by Wilson, the official basketball of the Filbasket Subic Championship. So Marvin Coritana, isang produkto rin ng pamantasan ng lungsod ng Muntinlupa. How many players do we have? PL Moon players here in this team?
A majority of this team is from PL Moon. I think we can only count Luis Cico, Rafi Reyes, Thomas Torres, Darvish Bideri,
Joseph Marquez. No, sorry. Kabilang team pala yun. Nahilo tayo doon.
Maybe 4 or 5 players. I'll check that. I think it's 6.
Okay.
6 players who are not from PL Moon.
So 9 PL Moon players, huh? Rafi Reyes. Missing on that one. 6 minutes to play here in the second. Espanola on the drive. Floater not there. Espanola gets it back once again. Oh, Espanola left open. Yo! Big mistake.
As they say, the more shots you take, the better chances of it going in. And JJ Espanola on that occasion put the ball through the hoop.
So tabla na naman tayo, 20-all. This is the pace that 7A Primus likes to run with. Arellano on the reverse. Quick timeout called by the Muntinlupa Defenders. They had a 5-point lead earlier, but it is now a 2-point lead para dito sa kupunan ng 7A Primus. And this timeout is brought to us by Astig Roasters. Second quarter, Vito gets inside position, almost made it, and erases Javillonar, his teammate.
Well, great matchup right there at the block. Marvin Coretana going up against a fellow lefty in Jello Vito. But that time, Jello getting the best of Coretana.
Well, he's holding onto his shoulder. Ito si Jello Vito. So going to the free throw line. And daming taga-UP dito sa tournament na to. No? You have these three. You have Darvish Bederi. Sino pa? You have Jun Manzo. Sino pa?
Oh, you have JJ Española.
Yun nga, yung tatlong yan. And then, si Manzo. Then you have Bederi.
Actually, that's all.
That's it na ba? Yeah. Javi Palanya is also here.
And Noel Zarate as well.
Yeah, that's right. But 8746936 ako.
Hindi na tayo magbanggitan ng student number dito. Mahirap na.
Vito made the first. Vito makes the second. So, Coretana and Caparida nagbalitan dito. 3 minutes, sarado. Natitira dito sa ating second quarter.
1-3-1 zone press being displayed here by the black shirts.
Easily broken by Cinco. Torres, three-pointer. That comes up short. Javillonar with the rebound, and Inigo, he loves this deliberate style of basketball. Ano ito si Achi?
Oh yeah, definitely. For all the teams that he's played, he barely starts, but every time he comes on the floor, siya yung parang taga-settle down ng mga coaches niya.
Well, that pass by Inigo was read very well, or the pass back to Inigo was read very well. Ito sugal. Pinasok na ulit si Diego Dario with 3 fouls.
Diego Dario will have to be careful here. He doesn't want to pick up his 4th.
Oh, Dario with the penetration.
Well, the gamble looking good here for Coach Michael Ramos.
Here's Reyes evading everybody. Getting it to the side. Luis Cinco for 3. So that should be 15 points, right?
That's right.
Just kidding. I love it. There was a game talaga, magkatapat pa sila ni Cedric Labing isa. So talagang you had a ball doing that. Lasco. Di mabawi. Whistle underneath. And it will go to the defenders.
That will mean free throws for Danny Jocampo.
He's very pesky pagdating sa rebounding. And again, Diocampo ang pangalan niya, spelled with an I, but that was just a misspelling sa birth certificate niya because he's really a Diocampo.
Yep, that's right.
Diocampo.
Kasi sa baptismal certificate na, D-I-O na yung nakalagay. So his dad said, okay, let's just go with this.
Okay.
So yun na. Yun na yung linagay sa birth certificate.
And if you notice also, his left eye pala yung may cataract.
Yeah. So I don't know how he's able to play with that. I don't know a lot of people with cataracts.
My grandfather had a cataract, and sinasabi nga niya pag may nakikita daw siyang street light, mukha daw kwintas.
Paano pa dito sa
I
stadium
don't know.
natin?
That's why nga.
Daming ilaw.
That's so interesting how he can play through that. We should have like lunch with him or something like that. Ka-hotel naman natin sila.
Actually.
Diba? Here is Inigo. Going to the side now to Dario. 9 on the shot clock. Moving around to Lasco. Gets through. Layup is good.
Damien Lasco turning something out of nothing right there.
And a hold. That'll go on Mahari. Medyo, namutla ng konti doon si Diego Dario. It looked like it was going to be called on him. And John Sagas, JJ Redick, Dame time is back in.
Well, konting insurance here for Coach Justin Tan. Pinull out niya muna si Diego Dario. 1:15 left on the game clock. Baka ma-disgrasya pa at makuha yung kanyang 4th foul.
Thomas Torres is playing well here today.
Yeah, that's right. Thomas Torres already up to 8 points. Let's see if he can get 9 on this free throw.
Yun na nga. So the lead is 2 para dito sa Muntinlupa Defenders against 7A Primus. As time winds down here in the first half, approaching the final minute. Lasco. Iiwan para dito kay Javillonar. Met at the rim. Reverse layup is good again for Damian Lasco.
Wow, Damian Lasco already back-to-back baskets inside.
Diocampo tries the give and go to Rafi Reyes, but that one explodes in their faces.
Enough time here for the black shirts to go 2 for 1. Let's see if they will use this opportunity.
Patuloy pa rin yung zone defense nila. Inigo. Lasco attacks the zone. Lasco can't get it to go. And ball goes back to Muntinlupa.
Gang rebounding gone wrong there for the black shirts.
Well, 3 seconds in differential between the clocks. Sinuna na rin sila dito. Nito koponan ng 7A Primus. That's gonna force Rafi Reyes to hit this three. The lead goes back to Muntinlupa. 3 seconds remaining here in the second, and a quick foul given up by Thomas Torres. Stopping that three-pointer by Inigo. And they're going to call a timeout. Ito ko po na 7A Primus to try and diagram something with 2.7 seconds remaining here in the second. This timeout is brought to us by Stig Roasters. We only have 2.7 seconds remaining dito sa ating second quarter. 37-34, Muntinlupa Defenders. How about this? Shot clock winding down. You go to the former PBA player, Rafi Reyes, delivering the long three, Javi.
Yeah, and I was going to mention in that play that those three guards at the top could knock down the shot from the outside, so I don't know why that they were still zoning them.
Uh-oh, nice fumble. Oh, that would have been big for John Rosagas. So JJ Redick, Dame Time cannot deliver at the end of the first 20 minutes of action. Muntinlupa with the lead, 37-34 against 7A Primus. We got a close one going here in our final game of our triple header in day 4 of competition in the Filbasket Subic Championship presented by Coco Life. And back with us here, we are about to begin the third quarter. Our halftime score reads 37-34. Muntinlupa Defenders, lamang po ng tatlo kontra dito sa 7A Primus. Final game of day number 4 dito as we take a look at our TM Easy Surf 99 halftime stats.
Yes, for the Muntinlupa Defenders, 15 out of 33 from the field for 45%. Meanwhile, sa panig naman ng 7A Primus, 13 out of 45 for a measly 28%. The rebounding is tied at 26. More assists for Muntinlupa at 11 compared to 6 for 7A, and 8 to 9 fast break points leading ang 7A Primus.
Well, of course, titignan natin sa ating individual scores. Thomas Torres actually picking up the pieces from where he left off the last time. Alam naman natin, Thomas Torres had an 11-point performance the last time, up to 9 points already in this one. Sa ating individual scores, we're gonna see that in just a few moments. Right there, Thomas Torres tied actually with Luis Cinco and Marvin Coritana for the lead in this Grab Food individual scores.
Yes, that's right. And Junior Caparita going with 4 to complete the top scores for the Muntinlupa Defenders. For the black shirts naman, Joseph Marquez and JJ Españolo leading the way with 5 points. Damian Lasco and Romel Mangalino with 4 apiece. Seemingly missing from this is Diego Dario, who is only 1 of 5 from the field.
Well, Diego Dario, of course, picked up 3 fouls in the first half. Sinugal pa ng konti sa dulo ng second quarter, was not able to pick up another foul, but again, 3 fouls moving forward, 1 more foul, endangered species ka na.
That's right, and the fouls was really an issue here for 7A Primus. They gave up 11 fouls in that first half compared to just 7 for the Muntinlupa Defenders. They will have to take care of that in our second half.
Well, again, a close matchup dito, 37-34. Hachi Inigo, Joseph Marquez with a 5 points so far. He did have 25 points in his last outing. Not as efficient as his performance was so far dito sa ating laro, but that could all change here in the third.
Yeah, that's right. So you expect 7A Primus coming off a win to change their mentality and change their game plan going into this second half.
So again, we have this is just day 4. Tanda natin ilang days ba ang ating elimination round? 18?
18, yes. So still
wala
have a long
boses,
way to
wala
go.
Nang boses yung anchorman mo.
Still have a long way to go here dito sa ating Filbasket, and more exciting and better quality games coming your way as the days go by.
At at that point, of course, marami na magkakakilalanan ng mga teams. Some teams who have injuries will probably already be healed by that time. Third quarter natin, hatid sa atin ng Wilson, the official basketball of Filbasket. So Luis Cinco getting the start once again. Another offensive rebound here. Oh, wow. That's all you can say about Marvin Coritana's performance today. 11 points in the game, Javi.
Yeah, Marvin Coritana displaying expressive effort here for the Muntinlupa Defenders. And that's why he's a big reason why their team is up by 5.
A miss by Dario. Coritana splits the defense again.
Marvin Coritana nagpapakilala dito sa ating ball game. Already 13 points and we have just begun our second half.
That lead has now expanded to 7 para dito sa Muntinlupa. Another turnover. Coritana this time gives it up. Diocampo. And Reyes says, let's wait. Torres against Inigo. Pick provided by Diocampo. They can't roll. Coritana again. Offline. Joseph Marquez asking everybody to spread the floor. Damian Lasco on the drive. And a foul in the backcourt. That was more frustration than anything for Jello Vito. And an early sub dito. Vito's gonna take a seat. Avillonar checks in. Coronel is also gonna check in for Damian Lasco. Quick adjustment ang ginawa kagad dito ni Justin Tan.
Yeah, Coach Justin Tan having nightmares here because of the foul trouble that his players have. Having a hard time establishing a rhythm both offensively and defensively. They're lucky that the score is at 41-34 at this moment.
And we thank our friends from Subic Bay Metropolitan Authority and the Central Luzon Regional Task Force. Maraming salamat sa inyong tulong dito sa ating Filbasket Bubble. Avillonar, Inigo, Dario on the drive. Good patience being shown here by 7A Primus, but Hachi Inigo cannot connect. Out of nowhere, Coronel gets the offensive rebound. Coronel spins into trouble. That's going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow will stay on this side. But only 5 seconds to shoot na lamang. We have exactly 8 minutes remaining here in the third. Coronel, nakaw!
And who better to start off that inbound play with 5 seconds left on the shot clock than Achi Inigo?
So finally a response galing dito sa koponan ng 7A Primus. That's their first field goal of the third quarter. Here's Dio Campo. Salamat sa mga kaibigan natin sa Coco Life, our official partner here in the Filbasket Subic Championship. Coritana gets the baseline. Reverse layup denied by Pau Havilona. Or Havillonar. Pau Havilona is not playing here. Of all of the names kasi, Havilona, Havillonar, di ba? Taga-NU yung kuya, di ba? Havillonar with a denial that time. Shot clock was beaten but no basket. Oh, that's going to be an offensive foul on Pau Havillonar.
Pau Havillonar, that's right. If his kuya has gone to college for the NU Bulldogs, si Pau Havillonar naman sa Letran.
So they will have a 14-second shot clock to work with. Itong kupunan ng Muntinlupa. Trying to add on to this 5-point lead. Oh, it's taken away by Coronel. Here comes Joseph Marquez into the front court. Swings it around. Papunta kay Dario, will pass up on the shot. Marquez will not pass up on this one. Three-pointer good. That's the second for Joseph Marquez.
Well, laps on the defensive end there for the Muntinlupa defenders. You do not want to leave this guy open.
Yeah, he's the best shooter on the team. 8 points now for Marquez. Coritana. Bahala na.
Suicide bomb move there.
Yeah, we have a player down para dito sa koponan ng Muntinlupa, and then they're going to be forced to give up a foul.
Looks like Marvin Coritana was hurt there on that previous drive.
Yeah, Reyes had to give up the foul.
Well, talking about Marvin Coritana, he's been playing well here in this ball game after scoring only 8 in their game against Medical Depot. He's now up to 13.
Well, that lead is just 2 points. A chance to tie or take the lead para dito sa koponan ng 7A Primus, looking to win back-to-back games. Dario. Avillonaro on the attack. Gets the layup to go. We are tied at 41.
Well, that's something that 7A Primus will have to exploit here, especially in the second half if they are to come away with a victory. They're taller than the Muntinlupa defenders.
This is 7 unanswered points now for 7A Primus. 5 with the answer.
Luis Cinco has been shooting very well from Rainbow Country here.
5 gives the lead back now to the defenders. Quick move again para kay Avillonar, and he's going to have to earn it from the stripe. So De Ocampo will be called for his second. And itong free throw na parating from Pau Havillonar, hatid sa atin ng Wilson, the official basketball of the Filbasket Subic Championship.
Pau Havillonar making a conscious effort to attack the interior for the black shirts here.
Hindi niya hawig yung kuya niya eh.
Oo nga eh.
Mas hawig niya yung Havilon. Seriously.
Baka sila yung long lost brothers
Ewan
talaga.
ko nga eh. Here is 5. So Dio Campo, ikot ulit ang bola ngayon papunta kay Rafi Reyes. On the bowling pass papunta rito kay Sarmiento, tries again. Can't get it to go. Diego Dario now in the front court. Three-pointer will give them the lead. Inigo lobs it inside to Avillonar, who missed the shot. And we're going to have a jump ball. Ball possession will go to the defenders.
Oh, I'm sure Pau Havillonar is steaming with frustration on that missed layup there. That was a gimme. No one was in front of him to bother the shot.
Yung tinatawag na blanca ka ng ring. You're too deep underneath.
Well, that wasn't even a case of being too deep underneath.
Yeah, tama ka.
Talaga niya na-shoot eh.
So ngayon, Torres changing the play. Sarmiento comes up to give the screen. Torres from 14, yes!
And Tomas Torres continues his stellar play here in the second half.
Also in double figures now, Javi.
Yes, that's right. 11 points already for the former LaSalle guard.
Here's Marquez. Don't want to stay too low on Joseph Marquez, and that's why.
And I think Joseph Marquez has turned on the takeover button.
Yeah. 10 points already. for Joseph Marquez in this one. Thomas Torres now. Pick being provided by Diocampo. Nagkaroon na konting traffic. Torres goes cross-court. Shot clock at 7. Cinco lets it fly. No. Torres with the offensive rebound. Reyes passes out. And Thomas Torres is manhandled there by his friend Jeff Coronel.
Well, I'm sure the Black Shirts are not too happy with their performance on the boards, especially now that they're starting the second half, because I overheard them before they went out of the locker room. Sabi nila, have some pride.
Yun naman. Oh, palayo pala ni Coronel is AJ. I heard Ken Pangilinan say that. Reyes, three-pointer. Yes!
And Rafi Reyes picking off where he left sa ating first half.
Yeah, he ended the first half with a three-pointer. Diego Dario from the logo.
He can hit that though.
Yeah. That was Robert Bolick range where he shot that. Inigo, that's better. So a quick timeout here called by Coach Mike Ramos. 49-47. The Defenders still up, but only by 2. And this timeout is brought to us by Astig Roasters. Back with us here, 49-47 in favor of Muntinlupa. Achi Inigo showing us how it's done. He is a former FEU Tamarao but was an archer that time.
Achi Inigo can definitely hit it from beyond the arc. Titingnan natin if madadagad niya pa ito as we progress dito sa ating ball game.
John Mahari back in the game ngayon and he takes it away. Coming off that timeout, nothing happened para dito sa Defenders, and John Mahari will tie it up at 49.
Magic bunot there by Coach Justin Tad.
Cinco tries to settle things down. 3:35 to play here in the third. Sarmiento.
Oh, despite amping up the defensive pressure on that possession, John Sarmiento able to pull up from the perimeter.
51-49. Balik ang abante rito sa Muntinlupa Defenders. They swing it around now. John Mahari attacks the baseline and gets the reverse.
Slow-mo sidestep by John Mahari. I'm sure that's not out of the book of Manu Ginobili.
But that was the move of the game, however, brought to us by TikTok. Here's Diocampo creating enough space. Pero hindi pumasok ang kanilang tira. Marty Hill back in the game. Drop pass to Mahari. The lead now belongs to 7A Primus, Javi.
Oh, Marte Hill and John Mahari conspiring on that play to give the 2-point lead to the Black Shirts.
The second unit now for 7A Primus. Reyes with a long three. Battle for the loose ball. Picked up pa rin by Muntinlupa. Alanginon. And here is Mahari on the sidestep. John Mahari again. Muntinlupa is going to burn another timeout here as 7A Primus has picked up the pace and they are now up by 4, 55-51. Timeout brought to us by Astig Roasters. At ito pong ating ball game is now a 4-point lead para sa 7A Primus. Look at John Mahari, 8 points suddenly exploding here in the third. I believe 6 of his 8 points coming here in the third, Abby.
That's right, 6 out of his 8 points, as you mentioned, coming here in the third quarter. And kakapasok niya pa lang for Coach Justin Tan. So, as I said kanina, magic bunot niya.
Zone defense continues to be pesky para dito sa kupunan ng 7A Primus. Torres, Bebuelo. Lalabas ulit kay Reyes. Almost taken away by Mangalino.
You can definitely see a more scrappy defensive unit here for the black shirts on the floor for Coach Justin Tan.
Reyes inbounds it cross court. 4 seconds on the shot clock. That will not work. Para kay Alangilan. I have to get that name right. Inigo lalabas. Mahari for 3. Short. Achi Inigo is there.
Well, looks like for that stretch, John Mahari medyo naubusan na ng gas, but Achi Inigo there to pick up the slack.
This is now an 8-0 run para dito sa 7A Primus. And taken away by Mangalino. Mangalino does the right thing, slapping it off. Oh, but they're going to say it touched him again when it went out of bounds. Good heads-up play, however.
Well, good effort by Romel Mangalino there, but the possession was rewarded back to the Muntinlupa Defenders.
We're going to have a substitution here once again as Rafi Reyes takes a seat. Alec Elorde will check back in. 1:20 remaining here in the third. 7A Primus using their pesky defense to get a lot of layups. Diocampo. 9 on the shot clock now. Para kay Torres. On the spin. Lost the ball. Mahari leading the break. Fakes the pass and John Mahari will miss. Diocampo now going the other way. All the way for Danny. No. Marty Hill. Counter fast break ngayon. They get it to Lasco. Yes!
Well, just when you thought the pass was going nowhere, Damon Lasco coming out of the woods to catch that pass.
And that was, of course, our delivery of the game brought to us by Grab Food. Under 40 seconds remaining here in the third. Alanginan. Jumper. Offline.
7A Primus looks to build on their biggest lead of the ball game here.
And shot clock and game clock separated by 3 seconds. Alam yan ni Marty Hill. Getting the pick now from Mangalino. Hill still has it. 8 to shoot. Lipat sa kabila. 3-pointer on its way. That's not there. Tapikan ng bola. Mahari has it. 3 seconds remaining here in the third. Hill. Short. And almost from Thomas Torres. But the damage has been done. 7A Primus now takes an 8-point lead into the fourth quarter, 59-51. What a wild fast break sequence they had towards the end of that third quarter. So 7A Primus looking for back-to-back wins. And we will have the fourth quarter when we return. Simula na po itong ating fourth quarter. This 59-51 in favor of 7A Primus against the Muntinlupa Defenders. Noel Zanate still alongside Javi Palanya. What a wild ending to that third quarter, starring John Mahari for 7A Primus.
Yeah, that's right. It's 7A Primus amping up the pressure on the defensive end of the basketball. They forced 5 turnovers in that third quarter, translating to 7 turnover points for the Black Shirts.
And we will now begin our fourth quarter. This fourth quarter is brought to us by Coco Life. We're going to see that in just a bit. There it is. Fourth quarter brought to us by Coco Life. When itong 7A Primus, nung tinalo nila, as we take a look at that, 25 points in the third quarter for 7A Primus.
A swapping effort there for 7A Primus. I'm sure yung pride na sinasabi nila, it was on display in that third quarter.
They get it out to Mahari. Nakapagpahinga ng konti pero kapos pa rin ang kanyang tres. Outlet pass ngayon. Redwell Marte Hill stays in bounds. Fakes the pass to Laration Rondo. And that's going to be a foul called on the defenders. When itong kuponan na 7A Primus defeated FSD Makati Army, they relied on 2 players to score 45 of their 84 points. They're talking about Diego Dario and of course Joseph Marquez. Diego Dario had 20, Marquez had 25. Ngayon, kalat yung scoring nila.
That's right. And when they made that telling run in the third quarter to capture the lead, Joseph Marquez wasn't even scoring the ball and Diego Dario wasn't on the floor.
That's right. Lasco a little overzealous on defense. And speaking of Joseph Marquez, he's back on the floor to replace John Mahari, the hero of that third quarter. And he gets a round of applause as he heads to the bench. Coritana back in. He was injured briefly earlier. Torres for 3. That's an air ball. Thomas Torres, whatever magic he had in the first half is gone now here in the second half.
Yeah, that's right. He has struggled to find his rhythm here in the second half, having that air ball to start our fourth quarter.
Score remains unchanged though, 59-51 is still in favor of 7A Primus. We go cross court now to Lasco. Marquez is actually playing center now for this squad, despite the fact that King Destacamento is there. And speaking of Destacamento, he lost the ball.
Don't you just love players who can play multiple positions?
Yeah. Marquez can actually play all 5 positions, given a chance. Coritana, hard foul given up by Marta Hill. So with 8:44 remaining here in the fourth, who is going to score first? This score is still the same, 59-51. Itong 7A Primus outscored Muntinlupa by 11 points in the third and only held Muntinlupa to 14 points. Elorde short. Marta Hill leading a 3-on-2. Had many choices. Lasco. That's a great foul given up there by Junard Caparida.
Yeah, Caparida doing nothing there but to foul Damian Lasco on that drive. Alam niya na sure ball na eh.
At hindi pa shooting foul ang binigay. That's the best part. So Española back in. Lasco takes a seat.
Of course, the Black Shirts not yet out of the woods here. Still a lot of time left on our game clock.
This is going to be an early timeout naman para dito sa 7A Primus. Score remains unchanged. 59-51 here in the fourth. And this timeout is brought to us by Astig Roasters. And we are now 8 minutes and 26 seconds into this final quarter. Who will flinch first? Pero ngayon, abante ng 8 ang koponan nitong si Justin Tan. 59-51. Noel Zarate still alongside Happy Palanya. Day number 4 of competition here in the Filbasket Subic Championship presented by Coco Life.
And if you see here on the floor, Marquez and Destacamento, the only starters for Coach Justin Tan. He has that luxury having this 8-point lead to rescue kanyang ibang starters.
Wild shot there by Joseph Marquez looking for a foul. None was called. So time down to 8 minutes and 13 remaining here in the fourth. We'd like to thank our friends from Coco Life, our official partner here in Filbasket, in the Filbasket Subic Championship. 5, left open. That is short. Offensive rebound para kay Dio Campo. And that is broken up by Destacamento. Ilang rebounds na ba yung Dio Campo?
Oh, Dio Campo only has 5 rebounds to his name.
Right.
But leading them in the rebounding department is lead guard Thomas Torres with 8.
Interesting. Reyes, fall away. Hill, outlet pass. Javillonar leaking out. And he is hammered by Dio Campo.
No recourse there for Dio Campo, but to foul Javillonar in order not to give up that easy basket.
And what a sprint there by Pau Javillonar. So he's back to the free throw line. And that free throw brought to us by Wilson, the official basketball of the Filbasket Subic Championship.
Javillonar with 3 points, 4 rebounds in this ball game.
And still the score remains unchanged. Yan, nabago na. Largest lead of the game for 7A Primus, 9 points, 60-51. They got umaakit na yung zone defense nila. Somebody's got to be open underneath. They got to run a series of screens. Just passing the ball around right now. Torres, fouled by Marquez.
Great rotation by the black shirts, extending that zone defense to upwards of the 3-point area and still almost getting that stop there.
And Thomas Torres back to the free throw line. Let's see if this can recalibrate his gun. He's got, what, 12 points in the game?
Yep, that's right. Going for 13 here.
So Torres, binigyan ng konting buhay dito, Muntinlupa Defenders. Still 7:26 remaining here in the fourth. The lead is 7 para sa 7A Primus, looking to win back-to-back games. Muntinlupa looking for their first win. And if you are fans of the Nueva Ecija best friend, you know that nothing is impossible in this league.
Dito sa Filbasket, maraming surprises ang pwedeng mangyari.
Sila ang pinaka-surprising talaga. Nueva Ecija beat Davao, come from behind. Then they beat Pasig Santa Lucia, come from behind then.
That's right.
Earlier, of course, it was a Renz Palma three-pointer that did it.
And that was the tail end of a back-to-back-to-back.
Oo. So, pahinga na sila bukas, finally. Oh, nobody watching the underneath part of the basket, and there is Pau Javillonar.
Oh, Pau Javillonar, after missing that gimme last half, made do na on that possession.
Well, that zone, the problem with the zone press, if somebody leaks out and nobody sees him, that's an automatic 2 points.
That's correct.
Reyes. Torres. Open. Battle for the rebound between Curitana at ito si Javillonar. Looks like Javillonar is going to be called for the foul. That's going to be number 3 on Javillonar. This is a rare rest for Danny Diocampo.
That's how important he is to this team.
Yeah.
Especially that they've shored up their rotation after those couple of injuries that they had. Ang masama pa dun, front court players pa yung na-injure na
Correct.
sa kanila.
Wala silang true center tuloy dito. The question is, does a true center really exist in basketball nowadays?
Well, maybe in height, yes.
Yun, siguro.
But position-wise, di ba sabi nga nila, positionless basketball na tayo ngayon. Because you see centers spotting up from 3, pulling up from the perimeter. Not anymore always on the low block as we're used to seeing.
Joseph Marquez, once again, he is the leading scorer of the squad, if I'm not mistaken. Torres drives, bothered. Good defense by Javillonar. Outlet pass ngayon, papunta kay Arellano. And Inigo Arellano's fouled on the ground. It's going to be team foul number 4 para dito sa Muntinlupa. Time down to 5 minutes and 32 seconds remaining in the fourth. So the inbound will come from the baseline. It looks like JJ Espanola will trigger it in. Out to Hill. No Diego Dario, no Jello Vito on the floor.
That's right, and they're still up by 11.
Marquez foul, taking a three-pointer. That almost dropped. So 3 free throws coming up for Joseph Marquez. Caparida can only shake his head. I mean, what can you do to stop Joseph Marquez when he gets open like that?
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing you can do but foul there, and that's exactly what he did.
Ilan na ba ito si Marquez? Nakakarami
That's already his 13th point of the ball game, going for 14.
And 15. 3 free throws yan eh.
Oh, that's right.
Again, Joseph Marquez scored 25 in the win against FSD Makati Army. Diego Dario had 20 in that game. They combined for 45 of the 84 points. This time, Joseph Marquez still might lead the team in scoring, but kalat na yung scoring, which is a great sign for 7A Primus.
That's right. And Diego Dario only with 2 points to show for in this game.
Has not even played here in the fourth. Caparida puts it on the floor, taken away by Joseph Marquez. Marquez now leading the break. Crossover. Marquez keeps it himself and fouled again. Boy, the bench is really getting a kick out of Joseph Marquez's leadership here today.
Well, it seems that the Muntinlupa defense cannot do anything about Joseph Marquez going downhill. Tatlong Muntinlupa defenders na ang nandun.
You're talking about a guy 6'3" with great handles. And once he goes up, he's 6'3". You can't just block this guy's shot.
It's always great to see players like Joseph Marquez with great handle and has great height.
Well, he is 3 rebounds away from a double-double. 16 points, 7 rebounds. Teka muna, may pumito. Ulitin nyo daw yung free throw. There you go, 16 points, 7 rebounds for Joseph Marquez. Now we're going to have the last timeout of the game for Muntinlupa called here. So it is 71-55. The lead is 16 for 7A Primus. Timeout brought to us by Astig Roasters. There's actually still enough time in this game. 5:06 remaining para makahabol itong kupunan ng Muntinlupa Defenders. And again, ask Nueva Ecija, go Nueva Ecija best friend. Diba? Anything is possible here.
Oh, that's right. Ika nga bilog ang bola. Let's see if they can use the penalty situation that 7A Primus is in to their advantage here.
Well, Curitana tried to fish for one. Good defense there by Destacamento.
Yung zone defense kasi ng 7A has negated the drives to the basket of the white shirts.
Marquez, gets the first step. Joseph Marquez on the Euro. He gets it back. Pinilit na ni Joseph Marquez that time, and he's gonna foul, and there's gonna be Marquez helping out. Is that Di Ocampo who's back in the game? Oh, it's yes, it is Di Ocampo.
Foul number 24, Joseph Marquez, penalty. That's his first personal substitution.
So Diego Dario is back in the game. Again, really didn't get any momentum going. It was Diego Dario in this game. First game he had what, 15? Second game he had 20.
Yep, that's right.
But because of the early foul trouble, Dario hasn't really been a contributor here today.
Yeah, that's why even if they're up big, Coach Justin Tan has fielded him in. Siguro para madala niya na yung rhythm niya na ma-establish na dito sa fourth quarter, dun sa mga next games sila.
Pero hindi pa pwede magkumpiyansa rito itong 7A Primus. The lead is 14 with 4:35 to play. And again, Nueva Ecija has turned me into a believer that no lead is safe in Filbasket.
That's right, still an eternity of basketball left to play here.
That show was yesterday actually. Oh, that was this morning ba or yesterday? Yesterday. So,
hindi mo na makip track yung araw
Walang bintana yung kwarto ko. 2 free throws coming up for King Destacamento.
There sure are a lot of fouls being called in this ball game. Parang every quarter, wala pang 5 minutes, nagpe-penalty na agad tayo or close to penalty.
King Destacamento with his first points of the game, or first point of the game. He has this old school look, yung buhok niya. Bigyan mo na lang ng bigote, you could pass him off as a member of Hagibis or something like that.
Parang 70s.
Yeah, 70s na 70s. Good defense, broken here. Rafi Reyes on the run, yes.
If there's one guy who's going to trigger a scoring run, it's got to be Rafi Reyes.
73-59, under 4 minutes remaining. Dario tries to lose Torres. Oh, Magalino ran out of space.
Diego Dario trying to defer to his teammates at that point. That didn't really work on that opportunity.
Gelovito is going to check in as well. JJ Española is going to take a seat. There's Torres. The zone defense has worked wonders today for 7A Primus. Cinco is hit, and he's going to get to the free throw line.
See, yung mga drives na ganyan, yung mga di natin nakita on past few possessions for the white shirts,
right.
Because the 7A Primus zone has been extended feet above the 3-point line.
Well, Cinco found a way to get there. And one of the more reliable free throw shooters on the team, itong si Luis Cinco.
Yes, and also one of their veteran players, of course, coming out of the College of St. Benil Blazers.
Why does he wear number 2 though?
Nakasanayan niya na raw. Hindi, no, because someone already got number 5.
Ah. So he makes both. Lead is down to 12. Marky Mercado is going to take a seat. Achi Inigo is going to check back in. Joseph Marquez will replace King Destacamento. You can see that itong si Justin Tan is not taking any chances anymore. He's got his A-team on the floor.
Oh, definitely judging by the way Nueva Ecija has won their past 2 ball games, I don't think he wouldn't want to take any chances.
Everybody is taking inspiration from Nueva Ecija. How about that stretch from Achi Inigo?
And Achi Inigo has to be one of them.
So 75-61. Cinco for 3. And Magalino will slow things down, and this is about the time that Achi Inigo can start befriending the game clock. Well, they get it inside though to Magalino. Last touch on the white shirts.
9 seconds on the shot clock. 9 seconds.
9 to shoot now for 7A Primus. Nanakaw sana. Magalino could not handle it.
They're really trying to set up Romel Mangalino, especially in those last 2 plays.
Wala pa yata siyang points.
Yeah. They want to make everybody happy here.
Torres fouled. Si Jello Vito, namigay ng foul para bumalik agad sa kanila yung bola.
That's his second personal.
Of course,
With 2:49 remaining, Javi, medyo manipis na oras dito.
That's right. Time not on the side of the Muntinlupa defenders. Jello Vito, of course, and Thomas Torres, both coming from Lasal Green Hills.
Well, if anything, para dito kay Thomas Torres, his first quarter was something that he can work on already moving forward. That was one of the best first quarters we've seen him play.
Oh yeah, definitely. And that's something that he can build on para sa kanilang next game.
Good on two. Ito si Torres. They're gonna press once again. 75-63.
It's just a 12-point lead here. Darius Bederi watching it very intently from the tunnel there.
2:49 earlier, now 2 minutes and 40 seconds to go. Inigo is the king of wasting the time here if they have a lead. They get it out to Dario. That is a miss. Cinco is fouled, and here is what is going to drive Justin Tan crazy. May pagkakataong makascore ang Muntinlupa na hindi umaandar ang oras.
That's right. I was gonna say that it was better for Romel Mangalino to let Luis Cinco dribble it out para mabawasan ang oras sa ating clock. But yun na nga, sabi mo,
na-technical pa yata si Mangalino. Oh yeah, he got it. Inaawat na siya ni Mahari at ni Inigo.
So that will mean 3 free throws here for the Muntinlupa defenders.
Yeah, first the technical, and Rafi Reyes is gonna take it. So again, 2.5 remaining. This is still possible.
Very, very much possible. They can trim this down to a 9-point lead after these free throws.
Rafi Reyes, of course, second generation player as well, the son of Elmer Reyes, who was probably one of the better players to ever come out of San Beda and played for the national team. And now Luis Cinco. Ooh, that's going to hurt.
But still a chance to get this lead down to 10 here on this.
They missed both. Mahari gets it. Inigo, all alone. Touchdown, 7A Primus.
No safety defense for the white shirts whatsoever, and Achi Inigo capitalizes on that layup.
Muntinlupa is out of timeouts as Reyes scoots in. 77-66. Coming up on the final 2 minutes of this one. Mahari, the center, has the ball. Last 2 minutes na po tayo, hatid sa atin ng TM Surf 99, ang offensive foul called on 7A Primus.
Not a very good decision there by John Mahari, trying to ward off his defender on that possession.
Here's Reyes. The plot thickens. The lead is down to single figures. 7A Primus will use one of their final 2 timeouts at may konting pormahan dito na naganap. Mahari and Rafi Reyes having words. And we're going to have a timeout here called by Justin Tan. 77-68 ang ating score. The lead down to 9. And this timeout is brought to us by Astig Roasters. Let's take a look at that last play once again. Rafi Reyes on the penetration. Tapos nagkatamaan sila rito. Pointing a finger here at John Mahari. And they had to be separated. But the bottom line here is right now, with 1 minute and 52 remaining, Suddenly, it is just a 3-possession lead for 7A Primus, 77-68.
Shot clock 14 seconds.
So let's see what 7A Primus, they need to score here. On this offensive, bumagsak pa yung bantay dito. Nitong si Dario, that was Reyes. Oh, it's intercepted. Here is Rafi Reyes once again. Missed, and he will get the layup to drop on the follow-up. 7-point lead for 7A Primus.
I've seen this movie before, Noel.
In the first game, you saw this. Marquez finally gets the ball for the first time in 3 trips down the court.
That's a mismatch.
Marquez, turn around. No! Picked up here by Torres. Torres on the fast break. And Achi Inigo nakialaman, it's going to go back to 7A Primus.
Poor decision there by Thomas Torres.
Well, referee
I'm
Abnel
sure he was
Bermeo.
very disappointed with himself.
Yeah, but referee Abnel Bermeo is going to say we're going to look at this because there could be a chance na Muntinlupa ball pa rin ito.
There will be a review of that last out-of-bounds play.
So a minute and 13 remaining. 7A Primus once had 16-point lead.
Yep, that's right.
It's down to 7.
So 1 minute 13 left here.
So the call on the floor is last touchdown on white shirts. Achinigo all set to inbound, and while this review is going on, dito wala tayong rule na hindi pwede mag-huddle during a review.
Yep. Pwede.
So it's like a free timeout for both teams.
Yes, that's right. Especially that Muntinlupa has no more timeouts left.
They affirm the call on the floor. It will be Muntinlupa, or make that 7A Primus basketball.
Well, Thomas Torres had the opportunity to go hard to the basket and not wait for Muhammad Omer, but instead he chose to wait for Omer on that play, and that resulted in a turnover. A costly one at that for the white shirts.
Let's see if they can get it back though. Vito tatanggap ng bola. And Inigo. Last 3 seconds to get it across. Achi still in the backcourt. He's going to be called for an 8-second violation. He could have thrown that ball forward to Marty Hill already.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that Achi Inigo doesn't normally make. You usually can count on Achi Inigo to be your stabilizer on the floor. Someone who you can count on not to make those kinds of turnovers. But at that time, Luis Cinco able to force that turnover out of Achi Inigo.
Reyes, Cinco fakes the 3. Cinco, yes! 77-72, the lead is down to 5 under a minute remaining.
No fouls here for Muntinlupa.
Marquez fakes the 3. Takes it closer. And you give it to your veteran when the chips are down.
That's right.
So Paolo Havillonar is going to check back in for Jello Vito, Joseph Marquez. Perhaps these are insurance free throws. We still don't know. And he is perfect from the line. So in the previous game, Joseph Marquez was 3 of 3 from 2-point range. Today is perfect from the line.
Let's see if he can continue that streak here. It's a very costly free throw that will bring the lead to 3 possessions.
No more timeouts remaining for Muntinlupa as well. Marquez swishes it.
We'll have to get this in a hurry.
79. Oh, it's taken away now. Marquez in the front court. Gets it back to Marty Hill, and Hill will get the layup plus the foul.
And that may be the nail in the coffin for the black shirts.
It is. And Joseph Marquez also making that play happen with the assist.
Well, the reason why 7A Primus is going to come away with this win, they can attest that to their pesky and pressure defense that they displayed, especially in the second half.
And it's going to feel good, of course, to get back-to-back wins after an opening day loss against the San Juan Knights. Go for gold.
And this is a team win, if you can say. No,
yes.
You know, your main guns didn't really deliver. Just Joseph Marquez and Diego Dario was struggling from the field all game long because of foul trouble. But all the other players delivered in different facets of the ball game.
Torres smothered. Achi Inigo, they're trying to foul Achi. It's fouling Achi. And Achi says, I'll just go all the way. And he gets the steal. Inigo. And Achi's going to be called for the foul. Talk about born leaders. There's one right there. Achi Inigo.
That's his first personal. Substitution. Marquis Mercado and David Laszlo, Marquez, and Achi Inigo.
So Achi Inigo's going to get a well-deserved lifting already towards the end of this game with 14.2 seconds. Joseph Marquez as well. Danny Diocampo with a chance to just change the score, but it will not alter the outcome of this game. With 14.2 seconds remaining, 7A Primus have scored in the 80s in their wins. That's something we need to take note of, because against the San Juan Knights Go for Gold, they only could muster 59 points as a team.
Yep, that's right. So they rely a lot on their offensive firepower. Dami nga naman nilang gunners.
Right. Mahari picks up his dribble in the backcourt. And Marty Hill says, we're not going to shoot. Don't foul me. Oh. Ball got tapped out of bounds. But this will not change the outcome once again. Mercado's going to hold on to it. So our final score will be 84-74. A little bit of a scare in the end. Para dito sa koponan ng 7A Primus, but they still get the job done. Kontra dito sa Muntinlupa Defenders. The 7A Primus will now climb to 2 wins and 1 loss dito sa Filbasket. At ito Muntinlupa Defenders now will slide to 0-2 after this loss, 84-74 against 7A Primus. Our player of the game will be interviewed just a few moments here by Javi Palanya. But again, this is day 4 of competition dito po sa ating Filbasket Subic Championship presented by Coco Life. And our Coco Life best player of the game is missing. Hinahanap pa nila. Oh, there he is. So for the second straight game, the Coco Life best player of the game para dito sa kupunan ng 7A Primus will be Joseph Marquez, who once again had the key baskets at the right time and led the team in scoring. So Javi Palanya now with Joseph Marquez. And we send it out to Javi.
And we are here with our Coco Life best player of the game, Joseph Marquez. 19 points, 8 rebounds, 9 of 9 from the free throw line. Joseph, anong feeling na 2 straight wins na kayo to begin this tournament after opening the tournament with a loss?
Sarap sa feeling, nakabawi kami sa unang talo namin. Yun, sabi ni Gots, bounce pa kami. Sipag ulit, balik kami sa ensayo, balik sa drawing board.
Ayun, so bounce back, naka-bounce back nga kayo. And paano kayo magpe-prepare laban sa next na kalaban nyo, Pasig Santa Lucia Realtors? Mabigat-bigat rin yun.
Yun, sabi ni Gots, tuloy-tuloy lang kami sa practice namin. Sipag lang, tsaka rest din kasi mahirap yung game every other day.
Alright, Joseph, baka may mga gusto ka batiin?
Binubati ko yung mga taga San Juan, family ko, yung mga kids ko. Happy birthday dun kay Jacob. Enjoy your day. Bawi lang si Papa Balong.
Alright, and that...
Ako din, kay Kurt, kay Jared. Cisco, si Jay. Hi.
Alright, and that has been our Coco Life best player of the game. Let's bring it back to Noel to wrap this up.
All right, thank you very much, Javi Palanya with Joseph Marquez. And again, day 4 is in the books. Day 5 will be tomorrow. This is a confirmation of our final score. 84-74, a win for 7A Primus. Bukas po, 3:30 po ang ating first game. It will be AICC Manila taking on Burlington EOG Sports. Followed by our second game, the Davao Occidental Tigers. Coco Life looking to bounce back from the loss against Nueva Ecija taking on Medical Depot. And our final game will be M-Trans, Boracay de la Ia, Batangas City, Tanduay Athletics going up against the San Juan Knights Go for Gold. That's going to be a pretty interesting matchup. And that will do it for us here at Subic. And on behalf of all the hardworking men and women of the Filbasket Subic Championship, on behalf of my partner, ito po si Javi Palanya, my name is Noel Zarate. We will see you tomorrow for more action from the Filbasket Subic Championship presented by Coco Life. Hindi,